I used to believe people would stay if I was good enough, if I understood them more, if I gave more, if I held on a little tighter. So I did. I stayed even when it hurt, I forgave too quickly. I ignored the moments where they were already leaving. But the truth is, people don't always leave loudly. Sometimes they leave slowly, in smaller responses, shorter messages, weaker presence, until one day you realize you're the only one still trying. And that realization changes something inside you, not in anger, in clarity, because you start to see staying was never something you could earn. It was always a choice they made quietly. So I stopped chasing, I stopped overthinking, I stopped turning silence into hope. And I learned something difficult: if someone wants to stay, you won't have to convince them. Now I hold space differently. I care, but I don't chase. I love, but I don't beg. And if someone leaves, I let them. Not because it doesn't hurt, but because I finally understand. Some people were never meant to stay forever. They were just meant to teach you how strong your letting go can become. Sometimes I miss myself, not the version people see now, the older one, the softer one, the person who laughed easily, trusted deeply, and loved without fear. Before life taught me how temporary everything can be, before disappointment became familiar, before silence became safer than explaining how I feel. I look at myself now, and I barely recognize the difference. I still smile sometimes, but it doesn't reach as deeply anymore. I still care about people, just more carefully, like someone protecting the last fragile part of themselves. And maybe that's what hurts the most, not losing other people, but losing pieces of who you used to be while trying to survive them. Sometimes I wonder if the younger version of me saw who I became today, would he understand me? Or would he feel sad, knowing how much of our light the world slowly took away? But even after everything, a small part of me still hopes that one day I'll meet myself again. Not the broken version, not the guarded version, just me. Before pain taught me to hide my heart from the world. I disappeared long before I ever left. No one noticed, because I was still there, answering messages, showing up, smiling at the right moments. But inside I was fading, piece by piece, day after day, becoming a stranger to the person I used to know. I remember having dreams, the kind that kept me awake at night, the kind that made my heart race. Now I only remember what it feels like to survive another day. Oh, there was a time when I believed life was waiting for me. Now I wonder if I spent too many years waiting for life. I gave my energy to people who never asked if I was tired. I gave my loyalty to people who left the moment I needed theirs. And somehow I convinced myself that being needed was the same thing as being loved. But it's not. Love doesn't leave you empty. Love doesn't make you feel invisible. Doesn't ask you to lose yourself just to stay. One night I looked at my reflection and I couldn't recognize the eyes. They carry too many goodbyes, too many disappointments, too many silent battles. I realized something then. The saddest thing isn't losing someone. The saddest thing is losing yourself while trying to keep them. Oh, that truth hit harder than any heartbreak ever could. Because people leave, dreams change, time moves on, but the damage of abandoning yourself, that stays. So I started returning to the person I forgot. Slowly, painfully, one broken piece at a time. I stopped chasing approval, stopped begging for understanding, stopped shrinking to fit into places I was never meant to belong. And for the first time, the silence felt beautiful. Not lonely, not empty, free. Now when people leave, I let them. When doors close, I keep walking. Because I've learned, not every ending is a loss. Some endings are rescue missions. Some heartbreaks are wake-up calls. Some goodbyes are the beginning of your real life. And maybe the person I've been searching for all these years was never someone else. It was me, waiting on the other side of letting go. Disappeared long before I ever left. No one noticed, because I was still there, answering messages, showing up, smiling at the right moments. But inside I was fading, piece by piece, day after day, because becoming a stranger to the person I used to know. I remember having dreams, the kind that kept me awake at night, the kind that made my heart race. Now I only remember what it feels like to survive another day. Oh, there was a time when I believed life was waiting for me. Now I wonder if I spent too many years waiting for life. I gave my energy to people who never asked if I was tired. I gave my loyalty to people who left the moment I needed theirs. And somehow I convinced myself that being needed was the same thing as being loved. But it's not. Love doesn't leave you empty. Love doesn't make you feel invisible. Love doesn't ask you to lose yourself, just to stay. One night I looked at my reflection and I couldn't recognize the eyes. They carried too many goodbyes, too many disappointments, too many silent battles. I realized something then. The saddest thing isn't losing someone. The saddest thing is losing yourself while trying to keep them all. That truth hit harder than any heartbreak ever could. Because people leave, dreams change, time moves on, but the damage of abandoning yourself, that stays. So I started returning to the person I forgot, slowly, painfully, one broken piece at a time. I stopped chasing approval, stopped begging for understanding, stopped shrinking to fit into places I was never meant to belong. And for the first time, the silence felt beautiful, not lonely, not empty, free. Now when people leave, I let them. When doors close, I keep walking because I've learned not every ending is a loss. Some endings are rescue missions, some heartbreaks are wake-up calls, some goodbyes are the beginning of your real life. And maybe the person I've been searching for all these years was never someone else, it was me, waiting on the other side of letting go. I used to explain everything, why I felt a certain way, why I needed space, why I changed. I thought if people just understood me correctly, everything would be fine. So I kept talking, kept clarifying, kept trying to make myself clear. But the more I explained, the less I felt understood. And something inside me started to shift. Because not everyone is listening to understand. Some people are listening to respond, to judge, to compare, or to stay comfortable in their own version of you. So I slowed down, not my thoughts, but my explanations. I started noticing something important. Peace doesn't always come from being understood. Sometimes it comes from no longer needing to be. Now I choose my words differently. I don't feel every silence, I don't defend every feeling, I don't justify every distance, cause I realize the right people don't need a perfect explanation, and the wrong ones won't understand it anyway. So I stopped over-explaining myself, not because I stopped caring, but because
because I finally started protecting my peace. And strangely, life became quiet in the best possible way.
People think silence means healing, but sometimes silence is just exhaustion. I stopped talking about what hurt me, not because I moved on, but because I got tired of repeating pain that no one really understood. So now, I carry it quietly, like a storm hidden behind calm eyes. Some nights it comes back stronger, in memories, in songs and random moments that shouldn't hurt anymore, but somehow still do. And the worst part is, I learned how to function with sadness, how to smile while feeling empty, how to answer I'm okay automatically, how to survive days that quietly break me inside. People call it strength, but honestly, sometimes it feels more like loneliness. Because when pain stays too long, it stops feeling temporary. It starts feeling like part of who you are. And maybe that's why I became quieter. Not because I have nothing to say, but because some wounds become too deep for words. So now, I don't talk about it anymore, but in certain moments, when the world gets silent enough, I still feel every part of it. I stopped being what everyone wanted me to be, and I started hearing my own silence. It wasn't loud at first, just a feeling, like something inside me was finally honest. I used to shape myself for others, soft when they needed comfort, quiet when they needed peace, strong when they needed support. I became everything for everyone, but I was never once just me. Oh, I carried every expectation like it was my own name, until I forgot the difference between love and pain. I smiled through exhaustion, I stayed through regret. I said it's fine too easily to things I can't forget. And still, I kept going because leaving felt wrong, even when staying was where I didn't belong. I didn't notice the breaking that happened in small ways, and lowered voices and longer empty days, until one night I paused and there was nothing left to give. Just a quiet realization, this is not how I want to live. Oh, I stopped being what they wanted, and I felt something shift inside. Not happiness, not comfort, but truth I couldn't hide. I started hearing my own thoughts without filtering them first, not shaped by approval, not softened by thirst. And it hurt, yes it hurt, to meet myself again after years of becoming someone who only existed for them. But pain is not always ending, sometimes it's a start, a breaking of the version that was never truly hard. I learned I don't know my silence, I don't know my peace away, I don't know my existence to make others okay. I stopped being what they wanted, and I started being real, even if it's uncomfortable, even if I feel, because I'd rather be honest and misunderstood sometimes. sometimes, then live a perfect illusion that was never mine. Now I walk a little slower, but I finally feel free. Not everyone will like me, but I like being me.
But I like being me. People think silence means healing, but sometimes silence is just exhaustion. I stopped talking about what hurt me, not because I moved on, but because I got tired of repeating pain that no one really understood. So now I carry it quietly, like a storm hidden behind calm eyes. Some nights it comes back stronger, in memories and songs and random moments that shouldn't hurt anymore, but somehow still do. And the worst part is, I learned how to function with sadness, how to smile while feeling empty, how to answer I'm okay automatically, how to survive days that quietly break me inside. People call it strength, but honestly, sometimes it feels more like loneliness, because when pain stays too long, it stops feeling temporary. It starts feeling like part of who you are. And maybe that's why I became quieter, not because I have nothing to say, but because some wounds become too deep for words. So now I don't talk about it anymore, but in certain moments, when the world gets silent enough, I still feel every part of it. I built a version of me that everyone could love, soft enough to be accepted, quiet enough to fit above. I learned to bend my voice until it sounded like theirs. I learned to hide my feelings like they were never there. I smiled in crowded rooms while breaking in my chest. I said I'm okay so often I forgot what I meant. Oh, I became what they needed, not what I really was. A perfect little shadow with a beating heart of dust. I gave away my silence, I gave away my pride. I buried every honest thought that I kept inside. And for a while it worked, they stayed, they called my name, but no one ever noticed I was slowly not the same. I wasn't living, I was performing a role I didn't choose. Applause felt like approval, but still I always lose. Because every time they loved me, it wasn't really me. It was the version I created so they could finally see. Oh, I lost myself in silence. Oh, I wore a borrowed face. Oh, was just an empty place. I started feeling distant even from my own reflection, like I was just a copy of emotional protection. I tried to remember clearly the person I once knew, but all I found were fragments that never felt quite true. Then one night, in silence, something inside me broke. Not loud, not dramatic, just a final spoke. And in that quiet ending, I heard a softer voice, not telling me to fix it, but giving me a choice. Stop becoming what they want and start becoming real, even if it means the world won't understand how you feel. I lost myself in silence. The silence taught me this: you don't find yourself in approval, you find it when you resist. So now I stand here different, not perfect, not controlled, just a little more honest than the story I was sold. Don't need every hand to hold me, I don't need every eye to see. I just need to stop pretending to be who I'm told to be. I stopped being what everyone wanted me to be, and I started hearing my own silence. It wasn't loud at first, just a feeling, like something inside me was finally honest. I used to shape myself for others, soft when they needed comfort, quiet when they needed peace, strong when they needed support. I became everything for everyone, but I was never once just me. Oh, I carried every expectation like it was my own name, until I forgot the difference between love and pain. I smiled through exhaustion, I stayed through regret. I said it's fine, too easily the things I can't forget, and still I kept going because leaving felt wrong. Even when staying was where I didn't belong, I didn't notice the breaking. It happened in small ways, and lowered voices, and longer empty days, until one night I paused and there was nothing left to give, just a quiet realization: this is not how I wanna live. Oh, I stopped being what they wanted, and I felt something shift inside. Not happiness, not comfort, but truth I couldn't hide. I started hearing my own thoughts without filtering them first, not shaped by approval, not softened by thirst. And it hurt, yes it hurt, to meet myself again after years of becoming someone who only existed for them. But pain is not always ending, sometimes it's a start, a breaking of the version that was never truly hard. I learned I don't know my silence, I don't know my peace away, I don't know my existence to make others okay. That was never mine. Now I walk a little slower, but I finally feel free. Not everyone will like me, but I like being me. For a long time, I didn't notice it. I thought I was just being responsible, polite, understanding. But slowly, something deeper was happening. I started living my life through other people's expectations. What they wanted from me, what they thought I should become, what they would approve of. And without realizing it, I began adjusting myself in every direction. A version of me for family, a version for friends, a version for the world, and none of them felt fully like me. But I kept going, because approval felt safer than honesty. Until one day, I paused and asked myself a simple question. If no one had an opinion about my life, what would I choose? And the answer didn't come immediately, because I had forgotten how to answer without thinking of others first. That was the moment I understood I wasn't making choices. I was negotiating myself with invisible expectations. So I started observing more closely, and I saw how often I said yes when I meant no. How often I stayed quiet just to avoid discomfort. How often I shaped my personality to stay accepted, and it hit me quietly. This is not living, this is performance. So I began changing small things. I started saying no without over-explaining. I started choosing silence when I needed peace. I started acting based on what felt right, not what would be accepted. And it felt uncomfortable at first, because honesty always does when you're not used to it. But slowly, something shifted. My thoughts became clearer, my decisions felt lighter. My inner voice became louder, not louder than others, but louder than fear. And I realized something important. People will always have expectations, but you are not required to live inside them. You are allowed to exist outside of approval. You are allowed to choose yourself, even if it disappoints others. Now I don't ask, what will they think? I ask, is this honest for me? And that question changed everything, because peace doesn't come from being understood by everyone. It comes from finally understanding yourself.